Good morning, everybody, and this is your Dow Jones trade setups for today. So we're very much still in this zone that we looked at yesterday. We did sort of pop below it, but look at all these tails here, and that's to be expected. It is a fairly major area of support, and 37,193 and 37,283 is the zone. Look at the oscillators grouping to the downside at the moment, so we are heading towards oversold. We're not there yet, but we do have a crossover here on the slow moving averages, but we are very far above the 150 EMA. Now, when we drop down to the levels we're looking to trade, have a look at yesterday's price action. So we had a pin bar off structure below the moving averages, so take it with a pinch of salt when you see that. You can see here's a pin bar on structure above the 150, so that's a much stronger signal than what you see here, this one here. And then we're headed on towards the last bit of the session, bit of diversions brewed, and then we've got buyers coming in and we've got sellers coming in at the same time. So this is confusion. Tails up, tails down, bob wire, confusion still continue from last week, to be honest. So looking at the hour, while I take some coffee, you can hit the like button. Every bit of interaction does help us. So big down, big up, big down, big up, big confusion. The zone that we're in, I would give it a bit of respect, to be honest, and don't just assume we're going to drop below that. I'd want to see a decent drop and then retest before continuing to talk about shorts. So for me at the moment, you look at the 15 minutes, we're all over the place. This shorting off the 150 EMA has been the method of choice the last 2 days, but I think at the moment we need to pay very close attention to 37,283. If we do get above that and start building a base, I don't think I'll be taking any trades, but I'll be watching that very carefully. And then the high of yesterday around 37,381 is what I'd be wanting to see a price get above, come back and test, and then I'll start looking for my longs. So at the moment, the upper end of what we need to watch out for is 37,381, and the bottom here is 37,193. Now, just bear in mind that break to the downside is going to have to be pretty strong, and you will more than likely be contained by 36,979. That is a fairly strong weekly level of support. It is quite far away. You can see that's a nice juicy target. But we need to drop below the lows of yesterday. So if you look at this, you'd probably be able to get away with 150 point stop loss for a short down to 200 point gain. So that is on the cards, but we're going to have to drop below the 37,193 fairly strongly and come back and reject it before I'd be looking at that, just because of this zone that we've had for the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the 6th week that we are testing this area, so it's a fairly strong zone that we are forming at the moment. Once we break above 37,381, then this is going to be cemented again as an area of support, and you'd be quite comfortable looking for a move to the upside. Anyway, that's kind of me for today. I hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.